Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing amazing. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Thrive with Stride. I hope you guys are doing great. So guys, I am coming to you today with a big old conspiracy. Yeah. Because I have been thinking about this for the last couple of days. I have been thinking about this whole situation with Harry, that man that y'all call a king, and all this. So guys, hear me out. What would you say that it came across my mind that the reason people may have thought that Harry came over for one reason is because his dad has cancer, right? We all think that, right? What if Harry came over for another reason? But it kind of, let's just say, because I believe, guys, that, well, they kind of did admit that they knew before they told us, obviously. I think this is something that has been going on for a while, the cancer thing, and Harry knew about it. I'm sure he probably told Harry, but he said, hey, don't worry to come or whatever. But I believe, guys, listen, another reason why my conspiracy theory is going in this direction is because of the relationship between Willie and his father. Guys, listen, we all think that man that y'all call the king and Willie, we all think, well, the British press would like us to believe that Willie and that man that y'all call a king, was in the hospital. Willie did not go to visit him. And all the things that we've heard, apparently he hasn't even gone to visit him. And the son that lives in California, Harry, he went to see his father. Whether or not it's for half an hour, according to some people, or 45 minutes or whatever, I totally believe that something happened. And remember, guys, this is a conspiracy, or it's a conspiracy theory right now here. I totally believe, guys, that Harry went over there because maybe he had to do something in person, had to talk to his father in person about something. Maybe he had to sign something. I don't know. But I don't believe for 1 second that man that y'all call a king is going to leave everything that he has and has worked so hard for, apparently. Was, if you call it working hard, for Willie. Because Willie is power hungry. He's lazy. He doesn't want to do the work, but he wants all the glory. So, and I say what you want about that man that y'all call a king, he still has a better work ethic than Willie does, right? And of course, we all know Harry has gone off and made his own way in life. And I've always heard this phrase from years back: mother have, father have, but bless the child that found his own. And I don't care what anybody says. I believe that man that y'all call a king, Charles, I believe that he is kind of like looking at Harry and thinking, you know what? This child went off and I did the horrible thing. I was a horrible father. I did a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have done. I cut off his security. I didn't welcome his wife. He did welcome her a little bit, but he got into the habit of being jealous, obviously. Just like how the rest of them are jealous of Meghan and, all the things that she accomplished. I believe he still kind of has some sort of respect that Harry went and found his own, right? Willie did not. Harry did not inherit anything from his family. He inherited from his mother. But we didn't hear of any inheritance from the Queen, which is so weird because before, we did hear that when his great-grandmother died, his Gangan, I guess that's what she's called, Gangan, when she died, apparently she left Harry and William something. But I don't understand how the royal family work. I have no idea how they work. But I believe that maybe there's some stuff that man that y'all call a king does not want to leave to William. I believe that he probably had Harry come over there, maybe to sign for some stuff. Maybe it's stuff, but you know these people are old-fashioned. So you know how you can sign for something in, online or whatever. You could do that signature thing. Maybe it's something that he had to talk to him in person, and they had to do in person. I don't know. It's either that, guys, and it's just a conspiracy that he's probably decided, you know what, maybe we'll go half. maybe I'll give half of the kingdom to Harry and the other half to William or something. I don't know. But you know what? Maybe that's what he's doing. This is conspiracy theory, guys. It's a conspiracy. I don't know for sure if it's true, but that's a conspiracy that I came up with as to why Harry had to fly 15 hours to see his dad for the 45 minutes. I don't know, but I'm still being worried about it because I believe he knew, obviously, beforehand. He did. Harry knew beforehand, but for some reason, he decided to, go at the same time that we found out about it, right? It's just interesting. And then, of course, Harry was busy. Harry ended up, of course, handing out an award, a sporting award, right? So he had stuff to do, and that was already planned. So maybe there was a reason why he was only there for 45 minutes. I was kind of hating on the man that y'all call a king, because I was like, how can you see your son for only 45 minutes? But hey, maybe it was Harry who had the schedule and had to keep his schedule. Hey, who knows? We don't know. And now, guys, they are floating things around about, Kate's on her way to, she was on her way to Sandringham. Then she is on her way to Almer Hall. I don't know. Listen, guys, they have so many rumors about where Kate is and what she's doing. Guys, I don't believe any of this for 1 second. I believe Kate is totally in a coma, and I will believe it until I see her. Not that I care about seeing Kate, but I'm just saying, if these people, they are such liars, guys. It is what it is. They're such liars. So it's that simple. They're just lying about things. That's just how it is. So I totally believe that she's totally in a coma. Allegedly. But yeah. Because I don't know how you can... The woman has not been seen, guys. This woman got on some steps a couple hours after having the baby with her hair blown dried. She got her hair blown out. She had heels on 3 times after she had her babies, right? So you want to tell me the woman can come out after having to push a whole baby out of her, right? She can come out on the steps and wave and look fabulous with a blowout and heels on, and nobody has seen her since Christmas Day. Really? This is almost 2 months, guys. Nobody is telling me that something's not totally wrong or totally... I don't believe anything that those people say until I see Kate. Yeah. And I'm not even a Kate fan. And I'm worried about Kate. I'm not a Kate fan. I'm a Meghan fan. And not that you have to be exclusive in that. There's some people who love both of them. But I've never been a Kate fan. But I've always been a Meghan fan. But even so, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. The updates and stuff that they're coming up with, it just doesn't make any sense, guys. And if it doesn't smell right, it ain't right. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. But either way, guys, what do you think? Guys, do you believe that Harry is going to be at the Super Bowl? Harry and Meghan? Let's see. We will see. Somehow, though, I do not believe that Harry and Meghan are going to show up for the Super Bowl, because Harry and Meghan never do that kind of stuff. You know what? Harry and Meghan, they show up. They bless us with their presence when people least expects it, basically. The long and short of the story. They show up for things like when they showed up for the Bob Marley movie premiere. Nobody expected that, and boom, there they were. Whenever there's any news about Harry and Meghan are going to be here or there, you can guarantee that they're not going to be. So I don't believe for 1 second that they're going to be there. Maybe Harry might be there by himself. It's possible, but I don't believe for 1 second that the two of them are going to be there. I just can't see it happening. I don't know. It is just what it is. And guys, I came across this thing that was written it was in the Telegraph, that Ingrid sewage lady. I don't understand these people. So she says here, I think Meghan must have been incredibly envious and then jealous of Kate. Now, does any of this make sense to anybody? This is the headline. And it says here, the 76-year-old editor of Majesty magazine is a seasoned royal commentator, but Buckingham Palace never ceases to surprise her. Any of the people who walk around saying that Meghan was jealous, what did she say? She said she was envious and then jealous. Jealous of what exactly? Meghan always, if she can tell me why, maybe I'll hear her out here, but Meghan is not that person. Meghan had an exemplary life. Hello. Meghan was making her own money. Meghan didn't have a care in the world before she met Harry. She was already a millionaire. She was living her best life, had her blog, had the TIG, had her show that she was on, Suits. The show that is now one of the number one shows on Netflix, by the way. All because of her. I don't care what anybody says. There's only one reason why Suits became a number one again. Well, if they ever were, because they weren't even that popular before, but now because of Meghan, they are. Now because everybody knows who Meghan is and what she became, now it is. But listen, there's no way that Meghan is gonna sit there and be. First thing, look at Meghan and look at Kate. I'm sorry, but Meghan looks like she's at least 20 years younger. I'm sorry, but she does. So there's no reason that there's nothing that makes it doesn't even make sense to even say that Meghan was jealous of Kate and all this. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And what basis do you have of this? Meghan is a woman who stands up for women. She stands up for girls. That is who Meghan is. Meghan has plenty beautiful girlfriends. She has a lot of friends, young, older. Even Gloria Steinem is a friend of Meghan's, a lady who's in her 80s, right? And she's also friends with young girls her own age. Meghan is. Who are Kate's friends? We don't see Kate's friends. We don't know who they are, right? So how does anybody sit there and say that Meghan was envious and then jealous of Kate? Jealous of Kate for what? Meghan got the better brother. I'm sorry, but she did. Look at Harry. Come on. William was good looking when he was way younger. As soon as he hit 20, it went downhill from there. It's documented, guys. It's documented. Okay? So, there's no way that Meghan is jealous of Kate. Jealous of her for what? Because she's going to be queen? She's going to be queen, but we haven't seen her since December 25th. We haven't seen her in 2 months almost. So, what? We don't even know she's going to make it to being the queen. Hello? But, So, let me see if I can see here. I don't want to read this whole thing. Let me see here. I want to see what exactly she says, because I really don't want to thing. Like many journalists are okay. They're talking about her. All right, so let's put it here. Let's see here what she actually said. Okay, so it says here, having witnessed at close quarters the boys growing to men, the grandmother of one is arguably more qualified than most to comment on the prospect of a royal reconciliation following recent events. She says here, I think Harry spells danger for the king. She suggests after the Duke of Sussex flew in from the United States to visit his father at Clarence House on Tuesday. Eyebrows were raised when the king spent just 30 minutes, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, I think I know why. with his younger son before taking a helicopter to Sandringham, or whatever. The royal family's Norfolk's residence, blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right, so let's just see here. Let's see what else she's saying. The trouble is that whenever Harry's around, there's a certain amount of animosity. Why? Why? Why is there so much animosity against Harry? And then she goes on, not from Charles, but people have to remember that this is someone who has been extremely rude about the current queen. You know what? Harry has actually, he's not been the current queen. She's talking about Camilla. The current queen. Like, really? Oh, please. But he has been rude. I think he was very, 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 very nice about Camilla. This is the woman who stepped into his mother's role and has been... Camilla has never acted like a proper mother-in-law, in my opinion, just from what Harry has said. So, and I think Harry has been very, very gracious with the way that he's talked about her, as a matter of fact. He said things matter-of-factly, but he was gracious. And so there Ingrid Seward goes telling lies and sewage coming from her. There you go. No wonder she has that name, Ingrid Sewage, because sewage comes from her mouth, guys. It just does. So anyways, let's continue. As much as Charles loves Harry, really, we're not too sure about that, because he cut Harry's security and his family's security, his young children and his beautiful wife. He cut their security. And then, you know what he did? He knew that the information on where they were living was already, everybody knew where they were, right? Cut his security, and he took away the home that the grandmother gave Harry and Meghan. So I don't know how much he really loves Harry. But then she goes on here. He's not going to be all over him like a rash. That's what she said. Well, whatever. And William, after spending just one night back in the UK, the Duke flew back to America without seeing his brother, despite the magnitude of recent events. And this is not Harry's fault, because you know why? Harry always says that he would love to, but you know what happens? You know what happened? Willie keeps leaking that he doesn't want to be around his brother. He doesn't trust his brother. He thinks his brother's a traitor. So you know what? Whatever. Willie can stay there and get drunk by himself. I'm joking. Because we saw him the other day, guys, rocking back and forth. On his first ever event that he had since Kate was in wherever she is. Since Kate's been going through whatever she's going through, right? It's been, that's his first outing, and he looked like hell. He had his eyes looked weird. He had black stuff under his eye. Rocking back and forth. He looked rough. But anyways, let's continue here. But you know what? Hey, like I said, Willie can, whatever. I'm sure Harry is not too bothered about Willie right now. But let's move on. She says here, no, I don't mean physically, but mentally. Remember, when it was just the three of them, he always longed for a sister. He told Diana that. Psychologically, I think he just adored her, and he was always there. At Kensington Palace, in their fridge, what's for supper? That's the interesting thing to say. So, yeah, you know what Harry did when he met Kate? He welcomed her with open arms, right? He was there for her. And isn't it sad? Don't these reporters, don't they see the huge difference between the way how Willie reacted when Harry brought home a girl that he finally loved and wanted to marry? Well, look at the difference. Did William treat Meghan like a sister? No, he did not. He did not extend the same graciousness that Harry showed towards Kate. He did not extend that graciousness to Meghan. He was the complete opposite of gracious, as a matter of fact. But let's continue here. I think that Meghan must have been incredibly envious and then jealous of Kate. Sure. For what exactly? Let's move on here. I heard Meghan actually thought she was going to be a princess and live in Windsor Castle. Like, really? What a bunch of crap that What a bunch of sewage that is coming out of Ingrid Sturridge's mouth right now. You heard? Who told you this? That Meghan wanted to be a princess and live in Windsor Castle. Who told you this? Who told you this? Because Meghan seemed to be pretty happy living in Kensington. What's it called? Nottingham Cottage or whatever it was. She seemed pretty happy there, and then they moved to Frogmore Cottage. They made Frogmore Cottage a home, and then that man took it away. Why would Meghan want to live in Windsor Castle? Meghan didn't even want to live in your country. No, you know what? I shouldn't say that. Meghan did want to live in that country because she wanted to do some good, and she wanted to be free, and she wanted to feel welcome, and she wanted to be, with her husband. That's it. I don't know how Ingrid Sturridge can sit there and say that Meghan was jealous of Kate I don't get it. Because of the way that Harry treated her. Well, you know what should have happened? William should have treated Meghan the way that Harry treated Kate. And the funny thing about that is Harry was always gracious to Kate. Always. And I saw the other day, if I find a picture, I'll put it in here. There's a picture, and I saw it on Twitter, right? There was this time now that apparently they were at some event or whatever. It was raining. Willie went along with the umbrella and left Kate to fend for herself. And there's Harry telling her, and he's pointing at Kate and saying, "Hey, you forgot your wife." That's what Harry would do. Harry did that because this man, William, is so self-centered. He just went along with the umbrella and forgot Kate. And Harry's like, "Hey, you forgot your wife here." It was so funny to me. And that's exactly how the whole thing, it's been like that all the time. It's been like that all the time. So I don't understand why this woman is taking this angle talking about Meghan wanted to be living at a princess at Windsor Castle. Like, where did that come from? Where did she get this from? But let's go on here. But instead, there's William and Kate with this beautiful house, whilst they are stuck at Nottingham Cottage, which Harry used to call my hovel. But you know what? It doesn't matter. The point is that she was there because she loved him. And then, you know what happened? They moved to Frogmore Cottage. But let me see what else she says. So no hope of reconciliations then? You can never say never, but it's not that easy because they're miles apart, figuratively and literally. That's what she said. And then goes on here. In the exile Sussex's absence. I don't know why people call it exile, but I get it, whatever, because they were not exiled, they ran. They were like refugees. They ran away for their own safety and for their mental health. That's why. Because they didn't want to end up like Kate and nobody can see where she is for 2 months. Meghan didn't want to end up like that. That's why she left. Anyways. And then let's see here, and it goes on. In the exiled Sussex's absence, the pressure is now on Prince William to step up to the plate, and he's not. And the heir to the throne, blah, 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 currently appears torn between supporting his father as his liege man and looking after his wife, which he's not doing, after she underwent the abdominal spectacle. Anyways, whatever. What a bunch of crap. So this woman has this whole thing talking about speculation when it comes to Meghan. Speculation, but yet she's saying that Meghan, she's saying pretty much that Meghan wanted to be a princess in Windsor Castle. And like, where did she get this from? Did Meghan tell you this? I'm pretty sure she did not. Let me see. All right, let me see what else she says. And William, after spending just one night back in the UK, the Duke flew back to America with... Okay. Let me see. It says here, according to Sturridge, the Prince of Wales cannot forgive Harry for repeatedly throwing Kate under a bus in his autobiography, Spare. When did Harry throw Kate under the bus? I don't understand. Anybody who read Spare did not come out of it thinking about Kate. He mentioned Kate a couple times and he was really nice to Kate. Where do these people get off trying to rewrite history? I don't understand. This is pure a rewrite of history. How did Harry throw Kate under the bus in his autobiography? I don't get it. Which claims that the former princess made Meghan cry, winced at the notion of sharing her lip gloss with her sister-in-law, and berated her for mentioning her hormones. She's telling the truth. That's exactly what happened. Surridge says, unfortunately, it points to Meghan, doesn't it? That's what she's saying. It doesn't point to Meghan at all. Because in the news, in the tabloids, it's Meghan who you guys have been attacking forever. It's not Kate. So how are you going to turn it around and make it look like if it's Meghan now? Like, you don't make any sense in this. And it's all a bunch of conjecture and a bunch of lies, in my opinion. What is wrong with this Ingrid Surridge lady? Oh my gosh. You know, the more I read it, and the funny thing is, she made this whole article, guys. And what exactly she's saying, all she's saying pretty much is, she didn't really say anything. She's just repeating stuff that we've heard them say. Oh, Meghan was jealous of Kate, and she's saying the reason why she's saying this is because Harry was nice to Kate, and well, it just shows you Harry was nice to Kate, and then you know who is making it look bad? It's making William look bad because he was not nice to Meghan. Now there you go. Isn't that interesting that Harry went out of his way to be nice to his sister-in-law, and now William was never nice to Meghan. William never tried to be friendly towards Meghan. You know? So, yeah, Ingrid Surridge, what a bunch of sewage, to be honest. She read a whole long ass, and I'm not reading it, but the more I keep going on and on and on, it seems like a bunch of just hearsay and just talking a bunch of crap, honestly speaking. Yeah, it's a long ass article, and it seems to be, you know, one of those articles that are just trying to paint Kate in the good light and put Meghan in the bad light, of course. Yeah, so I don't want to read the whole thing because I think it's all bile. Yeah, it's a long article. She's talking about a whole lot of things. Yeah, but I didn't read the whole thing, guys. Let's see here. Let me see. This. Okay, so you know what? Ingrid Surridge just wrote a whole article in the Telegraph, guys. A bunch of conjecture and a bunch of misinformation about Meghan. Talking about Meghan wanted to be a princess in Windsor Castle. I don't know where she found this out or who told her this, because from what I saw, Meghan was there for like 2 years or something. And then Meghan was like, I can't deal with these people, and she left. Thank God she did, because otherwise she might be in a coma like Kate, allegedly, for 2 whole months, and nobody's seen her. No pictures, nothing. They just keep changing the story every day, talking about, oh, she's going to Amner Hall, oh, she's going to see her father-in-law, and then, oh, she's going with the kids this place and that place and all this stuff, and it just sounds like a bunch of crap to me, and a bunch of lies. But there you go. Anyways, guys, I just had enough of this story. And that Ingrid Surridge, oh yeah, it's all about Surridge when it comes to that woman. Anyways, guys, please remember, like, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you in the next one. I did not know it was going to go on this long, but thank you guys for coming through as usual. Have a great one, guys. And we're going to look out to see if we see Harry and Meghan at the Super Bowl. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.